What's going on, everybody? How you doing? In today's video, this is a donation request. This is for Paul. This is Jacob Moon performing Rush's Subdivisions on a roof in Hamilton, Ontario. If you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, bass videos, music videos. Check it out. If you like the channel, you want to support the channel all kinds of ways, you can get super thanks underneath this video. You can hit me direct in the description. I got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Amazon wishlist, mailing address, and I do donation requests just like this one. So if there's something you want me to watch, listen to, talk about, hit me direct, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. In the notes section, leave a link, leave a description, let me know what you want the video to be on, and I'll make the video. You can also email me at jpanreadsemail@gmail.com. Thank you guys. All right. I don't know who this is. I'm guessing he's a Canadian. That was cheap. That was a cheap joke. Solo Canadian folk singer, songwriter, guitar, bass, Hamilton, Ontario. He has an extensive repertoire of songs with 9 albums to his credit. He has won many accolades and has been invited to perform for and with some of his heroes, including Rush, Marillion, Ron Sexsmith, and Gordon Lightfoot. Wow. Cool. Moon's famous YouTube cover of Rush's Subdivisions went viral in 2009 and has earned him many fans around the world. Wow, that's crazy. That's all I got to do. I just got to get on my roof. My roof, is it too pitched? No, actually, I could do it on the carport. The carport's flat. I could do it on the carport. So it'll be, yeah, Subdivisions on my carport. I just need to do that, and that'll make me happy. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're gonna check this out. This is for Paul. Subdivisions. Love Subdivisions. Do I love it on a guitar though? This guy plays solo, right? Paul told me a little bit. He like loops. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, it's got 747,000 views, right? I mean, people like it. I must have to like it, right? We're gonna check it out. Let's do this. Bam. Look at this guy. You could tell he has to hit start right on the video.
Subdivisions.
Ah, I see what he's doing there. Those finger style guitar players.
Sprawling on the fringes of the city in geometric order, an insulated border in between the bright lights and the far unlit unknown. It all seems so one-sided. Opinions are provided, the future's pre-decided, detached and subdivided in the mass production zone. Nowhere is the dreamer or the misfit alone. In the high school halls, in the shopping malls, conform or be cast out. In the basement bars, in the backs of cars, be cool or be cast out. Any escape might help to soothe the unattractive truth, for the suburbs have no charms to soothe the restless dreams of you.
Good little transition there.
Like moths, we
yeah, he made it work.
To the city, the timeless world attraction, cruising for the action, lit up like a firefly, just to feel the living night. Some will sell their dreams for small desires, or lose the race to rats. Caught into king traps, start to dream of somewhere to relax their restless flight. Somewhere out of memory, lighted streets on a quiet night. Subdivisions. In the high school halls, in the shopping malls, cast out in the basement bars, in the backs of cars. Be cool or be cast out. Be cool or be cast out. Any escape might help to soothe the unattractive truth, but the suburbs have no charms to soothe the restless dreams of you.
The ending was the only part that was like it. Damn, he had the transition from the solo. I thought that was great, but that end part, it just felt a little off to me. I don't know. I mean, yeah, he did a good job. I mean, it's not easy to do this like solo stuff and loop stuff. I know, and I've played with a bunch of people that like also do that kind of thing, and I've seen people do it. There's a guy I used to play with for years who like does all this looping stuff, and it's really cool. And it's incredible because you could just go and do solo gigs, you know? Like, I'm a bass player. I don't go out and do solo gigs. I also don't play solo or do those kinds of things. It's almost, I don't know. I think about it. I've thought about it a lot because I'm like, man, how, you know, like if I were a guitar player or if I were a piano player, to me, those are the instruments that are like, they can go out and just do solo gigs. They can go out and do solo gigs all they freaking want. They could do band gigs. They could fill in with solo gigs. They could do all that thing. So that's one of the reasons why one of the projects that, like, you know, just little personal side projects that I did, I tried to make it just drums and bass. Like, that's it. Drums, bass, that's it. So it was more of like a rock heavy and experimental kind of project, but like still trying to do just songs. So, but I still think about that. I'm like, man, how could I do different things with like either just solo bass where it's not weird or bad? Because I'm never like, I'm not that kind of bass player where it's like, I'm sorry not to make this video about me. It is my video, but but you know, just as part of the conversation, you know, I'm not that kind of bass player. Like I'm like that guy that's on YouTube that plays bass that's really incredible. That Charles Berthold or what, however you say his name. The dude is ridiculous. I'm not that kind of bass player. I don't do all that technique stuff. Like, yeah, okay, I can tap and I can slap, but like I don't. That's not what I do. I prefer to play in a band, you know, and have that kind of interaction. To me, that's music. This is music too, and playing solo is music also. Yes, okay, but I just prefer, like, when I do it, I want it to be with the band, because I just prefer that. I just always have preferred that. I've never been like, oh yeah, let's go and try and do solo things or something like that. Especially as a bass player, it's just not the role. It's not the instrument. It's not, and I'm not trying to like box it in or anything like that. But really, like, I don't know. It's just not the thing that I've been into. Anyways, this guy was really good. He sounded really good. You know, a little bit. You know, you can hear that he's like a little, like how he's singing. He's a little bit like singer-songwriter-y kind of thing, where just how he's singing. But he sounded good, and he did all the transactions, all the transitions, all of that sounded all really good. Like, he pulled it off. That, it makes me wonder how many takes did it take him to do this? How many takes, you know, did it take him to do this? He nailed that recorder Subdivisions. He nailed it. Like, every single time it came right in time. I don't know how that, you know, works or whatever, because I'm like, did you have to like rewind it each time, or it just knew, like, I don't know whatever he was using that made that happen, but it was like perfect each time. Only thing that was a little weird about was the ending. I don't know why. It was maybe like cutting the loop off was abrupt, and then like it just wasn't smooth enough. Like, all the other transitions, like specifically from the solo out of the solo, like into the solo and out of the solo, was all super smooth, like seamless. But the end wasn't seamless. It was like you saw a seam and you're like, oh, that could be ironed out a bit maybe. How do you iron that? You know, if it were me, that's what I would go back and work on. Like, all right, how do I get this to just flow like the whole rest of it flowed? Because the whole rest of it flowed. Anyways, you can say that this is me nitpicking, but like, you know, that's what I would do. That's what I'd be trying to do. So, anyways, very cool. Man, this guy has that many freaking views. He's only got 6.18K subs. What's going on with that? What's going on with that, people? How active is he? This guy's super active. He put a video out a day ago and 2 days ago. Yeah, this guy's super active. I mean, you know, art of live looping. Performance style where he records what he's playing in real time and layers sound on sound to make one guitar sound like an orchestra. Yeah, I have a buddy that does that, and it's pretty wild. Yeah, the friend of mine that does that, he plays guitar and keys, so he's able to really make some shit happen. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And just to be able to do that and do gigs like that is really, for yourself, pretty valuable. You know, like, you can always have work. You know, as long as you can hustle gigs, you can always have work. It's pretty cool. Anyways, nice. Amazing. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video.